Hey guys, Marstingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so today, I thought we would try out the new Int BROLY on a different team. I think this is quite a fun team build. I've seen a lot of people saying that he's only good on like his own team. So he is on target Goku. So is the tech one, obviously, because he's here. The STR one is as well. But we don't have the same name update on global yet, unfortunately. So I think it would be a cool combination, because we know that the BROLY rotation of the Int Dokkan Fest and then the Tech LR is incredibly strong, especially because the Int one we finally have a good BROLY to put in slot 1. And then obviously on this target Goku team, the rotation of Android 13 and Super 17 is really, really good. And then to finish off the team, we've got units like this Int Golden Frieza here, who is a target Goku support unit. But he is also a infinite defense stacker, so in these longer events he can be super useful, because he's on the team just to provide that support role. But it means that when we get to like the harder stages of the event near the end, he's not just going to get us killed instantly. And then for another support unit, we have the free-to-play Int GT Frieza. He's just a support unit for extreme types, but he does have built-in 30% damage reduction, which is pretty good. So I put Super 17 in the middle here so we could let him take 2 hits this turn instead of 1. We obviously want him to get built up as quickly as possible. And then we float the BROLY off here so we can get our BROLY rotation set up. So I'll probably run my one on rain rotation, because mine is Rainbow full level 10 links. I believe the friend is as well, yeah. The friend 13 is actually very good, but I'm going to keep mine on rotation. So, since 13 doesn't stack in any way and BROLY does, I'm going to let BROLY get the KO on Goku here, so we can actually get 1 stack of his attack and defense off before we move on to the next phase. So, the 13 and Super 17 rotation is going to be strong. Obviously, that means we have the other 13 floating. And unfortunately, 13 I think is underrated, but the problem is, now that we have units like Bojack and Cooler, that's the way I really wish 13 would have been done, because his transformation is not an active skill, it just happens once you get to a certain turn. And so he stops becoming an android support unit. So on any team where you're running him as like double leads, but you don't want him on both rotations, once he transforms, he's not really doing much to help out the rotation overall, other than the fact that he's still a good unit when transformed. But like on this team build specifically, he's not going to have a ton of links when he floats onto the BROLY rotation. He's going to have some, at least Fierce Battle, obviously. But yeah, he's obviously not going to be as good. Whereas if he was a unit where you could choose if you want to transform him or not, obviously his support passive is only for androids, so he wouldn't help out the BROLY rotation at all when he floats into slot 3, but he would be buffing the 17 and 13 rotation and making them even stronger. So I think on this particular team build I probably wouldn't transform the second one. But since this is a target Goku team, we're in the Goku event, the good thing about 13 is that once he transforms against the Goku, this is like the event he was designed for, basically. So Goku's not going to be able to dodge him at the end and all that good stuff. So you can see here on this rotation, he gets literally just Fierce Battle, okay. Well, obviously the 2 BROLYs together are very good. I finally got 1 link to 10 on my BROLY, and as you can see, the others are getting there. And then the tech one is full level 10. Our health obviously not quite low enough to have Berserker active, but him and the Int BROLY go together incredibly well, unsurprisingly. And we'll grab these for you. Don't need to really get a super for attack for 13, because the Int BROLY is going to finish him off, I'm sure. The level 5 free Int hidden potential system dodge as well going off there. You'd love to see it. I mean, BROLY's defense is already high enough that he doesn't really need to worry about attacks from Goku, but you know, we'll take the free level 5 dodge. And so now we've got, this is our rotation set up properly now with Super 17, and 13 is going to transform. So against Goku, he's going to be putting in some work here. And then what do you get? Yeah, again, you just get Fierce Battle. I haven't link leveled him at all either, but obviously on this team he is just facilitating the role of a support unit, so you could easily swap him or any of the other support units out, really. And of course you can run the STR LR BROLY on this team build instead of the Int Dokkan Fest one. But the problem is, both him and the Tech LR, in one of these events, where it obviously gets a lot harder towards the end, neither of them are units that are particularly well suited to being put in slot 1. So towards the end we would have to use a lot of items and potentially even then still take a lot of damage, especially from super attacks like when we get to Ultra Instinct Goku. So by having the Int Broly, he is fantastic in slot 1. So go ahead and do this. The Tech Broly, eventually we'll get a turn where the enemy is still alive when it comes to Tech Broly's time to attack. But as you can see, this rotation, very, very strong. I mean, it is on his own team as well. It's the same basic leader skill, the 170 to attack and defense and 130 to HP from Android 13. But I think it's a fun category. It's nice to be able to use the Brolys together with like some Freezers. Obviously Golden Frieza is on movie bosses, but the some of the other ones that are in Target Goku are not. And then the androids as well, because you guys know we love Super 17 over on this channel. But the ever since he got his EZA, like this rotation of him and 13 together but at level 10 links is really, really good, because like his defense isn't particularly high, but he's got crazy damage reduction. And then 13, bearing in mind the other 13 is on rotation, so there's no support, has over 200k defense. So yeah, he's really good. In fact, we could probably just put him in slot 1, although I'm not sure if Super 17's passive is fully built up. I haven't been paying attention, so I need to see that this turn. And then if he hasn't, we can potentially put 13 in the first spot in one of those instances again. But I mean, we're only at Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so we're only taking double-digit damage from him on Super 17 anyway. So decent attack stat from him. Alright, yeah, his passive is fully built up now. So super attack. Yeah, 73 damage, okay. Yeah, obviously Super 17 getting his EZA and actually becoming incredibly good really, really benefited this rotation. Like the 13 and Super 17 rotation works so well on both this team and the androids, and power absorption. I like running them as the rotation on that team as well. So obviously the full Margin Power team, now that we're getting, well, once we get the same name update and you can have like the Int Kid Buu and Tech Buff Buu rotation while still also using Physical Kid Buu as a rotation, that full Margin Power team is going to be absolutely ridiculous. So Tech Broly's not going to get a chance to attack again. Eventually we'll get to a point where we're not just destroying the enemy too quickly, but I mean, he's attacked a couple of times, but I'll probably have to save his active skill until right near the end. But right, so we'll do this. Grab these. Although to be fair, we don't necessarily need to play through the whole event. I've done a video using the Int Broly in the Legendary Goku event before, and obviously 17 and 13, we've done runs with them on the team in this event. But I mean, like I said before when talking about 13, this is the event that he was literally designed for. Like, he has the ability to negate UI Goku's dodging at the end. He gets a bunch of extra buffs. Like, this is the event in the game where he really, really shines. So, because he gets the guaranteed crits as well. And then this Frieza, obviously he's not hitting crazy numbers. He is Rainbow but not Link leveled at all. But unfortunately he's getting super attacked. Although this will probably we'll probably have the Berserker Link activated now. Although actually, that was barely any damage. That was really good. Wow. So even at level 8, like being at, I can't remember what it actually goes to at level 10. But yeah, we still aren't low enough for it to be activated. Oh, and we're getting the Dokkan attack as well. So this is going to be a, it's going to be a GG for God Goku right here. So, but yeah, let me know what you think of this Broly if you did pull him. What other teams have you used him on? Obviously, he's on full power as well, which you can definitely make some interesting team builds for. Obviously, you can use the physical Dragon Ball Super Broly as a lead for that team and run them as a rotation together. It does mean you can't bring the Tech LR, but that rotation works really well. And obviously, he's not on the Tech LR's level, but once the physical Dragon Ball Super Broly has transformed up to the like full power Broly, he is really, really good. So, alright, so let's do, since Super 17 does raise his defense on Super as well as having all that damage reduction, we'll put him in the middle. And then we'll do this here. Maybe we'll pop the active skills next turn and just finish up with Blue Goku. But although I kind of want to see Android 13 going off against STR/UI Goku. Looking at the timer, to be fair, we're making good time on the playthrough for this run so far. Because some teams, you can make builds that are really good defensively that can easily survive, like the Legendary Goku event, without any real issues. But some categories, like depending on how you build the team, it can take you 25 to 30 minutes to beat this stage with like bad teams. I remember when they first added the special missions, I made a Time Travelers team using the double Int Goku Black leads, and I bought a couple of other infinite defensive stacking units, but none of them were particularly like damage dealing. So that run in total, I think, took me almost, if not a full, like half an hour. It was crazy. Tech Broly is going to get his shot here, and of course it's on a rotation where we don't get a good layout of tech orbs for him to actually get his 18 key super. But of course Int Broly is just going to go off in slot 1 again. I'm so happy with this unit overall. I think he's really good. I tweeted about it yesterday because Tiger talked about it in one of his videos yesterday. I know the community is somewhat split. I guess there's been some arguments on the timeline and stuff about the Int Broly's active skill requirements. And I don't think it's that bad. I made a tweet basically saying that, like, it is obviously always really nice when you can use every single aspect of a card's kit in any event in the game. But, like, the end game content for Dokkan is Super Battle Road, Infinite Dragon Ball History, Legendary Goku event, and then the God event, which isn't on global yet, but will be when the anniversary comes. You'll be able to see his active skill every single time in 3 out of those 4 events. So 3 out of 4 of the end game content events, you can see his active skill. And yeah, you might not see it in like Dokkan events and stuff like that, but there's a lot of units now that have very powerful abilities that you don't get to see in things like Dokkan events because they are so short. Now, Super Battle Road, it would obviously be really, really powerful if he could get it in Super Battle Road, and I think that's one of the reasons the restriction is the way it is, because it is so powerful. That massive extra attack boost, and then attacks effective against all types, on top of the fact that he super attacks like multiple times. I think that's really, really good. So we use the active skill here for the Tech Broly. I don't like saving it for the Int UI stage, because if he doesn't crit, then obviously you're kind of wasting that massive attack buff because he doesn't do that much damage. And mine is 79%, so he does have some crit ability. But what's Golden Frieza's defense up to now, actually? 241, okay. I'm not sure how much damage Tech Broly is going to take, especially if he gets super attacked. So I think I might just go ahead and do this, just to be safe. Because Int Broly is a 352k defense. That's pretty good. So we'll go ahead and attack with you. Yeah, 21 damage. Not really surprised. 3.42. Okay. For super attack number 1. Yeah, animations are very, very good as well. Crit for 2 million damage. Okay. Then we get super attack number 2 straight away. I mean, you talk about Android 13 being built for this event. I mean, Broly for any long-form events, but considering this, you're fighting a Goku family enemy all the way through, so every single part of his passive is activated, like, all the time. He's just ridiculously good in this event. I mean, this event, Infinite Dragon Ball History, most of them have, like, Pure Saiyan and Hybrid Saiyan stages. Wow, 9 million attack stat there from 79% Broly. Yeah, there's so many stages where his passive will be active, but the ones where it is active, like, every single stage all the way through, he is an absolute beast. And then, yeah, getting the additional super on this turn is really good, the turn you use the active skill. So, can Int Golden Frieza finish him off? He doesn't have the biggest attack stat ever, but no, unfortunately not. Damage is not his deal, this Frieza. He's here for the support, and the fact that he stacks his defense means we don't have to worry too much about him getting absolutely murdered in slot 3. Because that still did quite a bit of damage, even with the Princess Snake active. But obviously we are doing good. Let our boy Super 17 finish off the STR/UI Goku here. And then we might end it there. We don't need to see the finish of the event. I don't want the video to go off too long. But let me know what you think. Have you used Broly on some of the other categories that he's on? I think this is quite a fun team build to run. Works very well in the longer form offense. Of course, he dodged Super 17 super attack. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.